We'll do
As the
this like
Beastie
Mike
Boys
and the
once
Mad
said,
Dog style.
kick it. Yeah.
Okay. Da-na-na, you gotta fight for your right to bet.
Wake up late for the
awards.
show, and you're doing offensive player.
That hypocrite does reverse line movement. Da-na-na-na. I was gonna go with Chase Steam also, but I thought reverse line move was funnier.
No, that's pretty good.
Okay. NFC East. AJ Brown.
Keep.
Jalen Hurts.
Keep.
Dak Prescott.
Kick.
Tony Pollard.
Kick for me.
Saquon Barkley.
Kick.
Daniel Jones.
Kick.
NFC North. Justin Jefferson.
I almost want to kick because it's a repeat. Keep, I guess.
Jordan Love.
Kick.
Christian Watson.
Kick.
Justin Fields.
Keep.
DJ Moore.
Kick.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Kick.
NFC South. Bijan Robinson.
Kick.
Chris Olave.
Kick.
NFC West. Christian McCaffrey.
Keep.
Cooper Kupp.
Kick.
Deebo Samuel.
Kick.
Kenneth Walker.
Kick.
DK Metcalf.
Kick.
Let's do one more. AFC East. Aaron Rodgers.
Kick.
Garrett Wilson.
Keep.
Josh Allen.
Keep, I guess.
Stephon Diggs.
Keep.
Tua.
Keep, I guess. Yeah.
Waddle.
I'm going to kick, and I'll keep Tyreek.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Kick.
All right. 3 more divisions here. I like this. Is basically like win, loss, win, loss,
Keep or kick,
win.
Win. Dog.
Next segment. It's 3 days in the making. Our preferred group to bet on, NFL Offensive Player of the Year.
Like Dolphins, Jets is another market that exists. And it's kind of funny to like cross compare those markets. You could almost like this wouldn't really like help you make a valuable bet, but be like, oh, like Jets are 2.5 on Black Friday at home against the Dolphins, and they're 1.5 plus. So 4-point difference at home against the Bills, but both games are under 3. So you can kind of like distill from that the difference between all 3 of those teams this year in the market right now is very small. Very small. Like you don't get to 3 in any of the cross matches. That kind of tells you how the market feels about honestly, how it feels about the AFC East this year, which, Buffalo obviously was a big favorite last year, but that it's those 3 teams all pretty tightly connected, like a very small margin between them, if you use these point spreads to kind of guide you in that process. Liam, just kind of like a big picture question to start. I know obviously we started the playoffs and Boston and Colorado were kind of the 2 favorites in the betting market. They were the 2 favorites to win the Stanley Cup. Obviously they were both eliminated in the first round. And since then, it kind of seems like every single day based on the results, there's kind of a new team that's the favorite or a new team that's close to the favorite. Like it's Carolina right now, probably just because they're the closest to advancing to the next round, and Edmonton and Florida are behind them. It's kind of it's been like just shuffling a deck of cards basically for who the favorite is. Do you feel confident in saying right now that there's a team you think is like the best team remaining and more likely than the others to win the Stanley Cup?
No, frankly. I mean, I would
and that's
say
okay.
that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is the way it goes right now. I mean, we're at that point where we've had some upsets. And I don't know that I choose to jump on a bandwagon with like Florida at this point. I know they're up big on Toronto and that they're right on the verge of potentially moving through. And Carolina's in the same situation with Jersey. But I look at both those teams as a reason Florida was the last team into the playoffs. I mean, they do have some flaws. They are not the most defensive-minded team. And I could see Toronto making this interesting. I don't think that Toronto comes back to win it. And Carolina, I look at it as a team that it's a great story because 3 of their biggest, best offensive weapons have been out, and they've still done this, which, again, is a great story, but doesn't mean that it's a great enough team to go on and win the whole thing. It's funny, to be the best team, the team that should right now, on paper, be the favorite is the Dallas Stars because they've had some injuries, but they've dealt with them. They've gotten the guys back. they have what I believe is the best goalie left in this tournament in Jake Ottinger, and that's the biggest factor when you look at the Stanley Cup playoffs. And they're deep. They win faceoffs. They do everything well, right? We were talking about them as the classic, like, good-looking, great personality, kind of annoying that they're good at everything. That's the Dallas Stars. They are that team. But they're locked in a 2-2 battle with the Seattle team that just won't go away. But to me, like, they should be that team, but they just haven't taken that step yet.
Dave McMenamin of ESPN reporting this afternoon. I think sources telling him that Davis is like very likely to play in the game, like not confirmed, but that I think the expectation is that Davis is going to go after he was hit in the head last night at the end of the game by Kevon Looney. What do you think we see? Game number 6, Lakers Warriors, obviously a very, very high leverage game.
Yeah, huge game. I really like what the Warriors did in the last 2 games. I think they were kind of ready for a lot of the adjustments they made with Anthony Davis guarding Andrew Wiggins. We saw Andrew Wiggins have a huge game to really separate the Warriors late. So I like what the Warriors are doing adjustments-wise. The Lakers' adjustments, pretty obvious. I think Jared Vanderbilt goes bye. We saw him have a terrible first stint, subbed out, didn't return for the rest of the first half, started the second half, looked bad again. So I think they're going to probably start Lonnie. I think Lonnie Walker's given him enough punch. It kind of helps with the pace. We've seen the Warriors play really fast with Gary Payton 2. We know Gary Payton 2 is definitely going to start. Was plus 25 yesterday. Really just changed the whole tenor of the game with his on-ball defense. Took away a lot of easy shots on the Lakers. Lakers only had 5 unguarded catch-and-shoot shots yesterday. It's like really low. RJ Barrett by himself is actually averaging more than that in the Miami series. But, yeah, I like where the Warriors are going, man. I really think they just squandered too many chances. Clay has been a disaster in the series. Maybe we get Game 6 Clay. I just feel like they've got a lot of edges, and things have just worked against them with the way things have either not closed out games. They're still winning the total point differential battle. So I kind of like where the Warriors are at. I'm already in pretty deep on picking Warriors stuff, so I'm not going to be betting anymore. But I like how they've looked the last couple games, despite how they've only split them.
What is the 10 cookie? What is the best cookie?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to give like a knee-jerk reaction to this. Like the first, when you were just like, what's the first thing that comes to your head? Like the 10 cookie, like the original Oreo.
Okay,
A really, just like, because I know everyone's got the chocolate chip cookies that whatever their particular one is, but like the fact that there are so many answers to that, I think means that like, that's not the 10 cookie, unless it's just type of cookie, and then chocolate chip is probably the 10 cookie.
Bill writes in our chat, Entenmann's soft chocolate chip. Those are pretty great.
Those are very good.
Alex says oatmeal cookie with frosting and no that's a great call. I like oatmeal chocolate chip. Oatmeal, I could do without the raisins. Give me an oatmeal chocolate cookie with chocolate chips. Right?
A banger of a cookie. Yeah. Good, really good texture. Like I got a good bite, you know?
Well, because that's the oatmeal in it. Like I'll do my Jerry Seinfeld here.
Yeah.
What's the deal with oatmeal raisin? Who the hell wants raisins? Give me oatmeal chocolate chip. Absolutely love it.